Join me as I dive deep into the question, is God really speaking to us directly? I'm going to explore some unexpected signs and challenge myself to listen closely. In today's world, the concept of divine communication is more relevant than ever. We're constantly seeking answers, guidance, and reassurance, and many of us believe that God is speaking to us, guiding us, and directing our paths. But the question remains, are we really listening, and can we truly hear His voice? Have you ever had that nagging sense that something just wasn't right, or that you needed to take a different path? Maybe you felt a sudden urge to reach out to someone, or a strange sense of peace in the midst of chaos. These are the kinds of moments when we might wonder, is God trying to tell me something? But how do we know for sure? We're often left wondering if it's just our imagination, or if God is really speaking to us. Sadly, this uncertainty can lead to confusion and disconnection from our faith. We might start to doubt our own abilities to hear God's voice, or question whether He's even speaking to us at all. It's a common struggle that many of us face, trying to distinguish between our own thoughts, emotions, and desires, and the gentle whisper of God's presence in our lives. It's no wonder we often find ourselves asking, is this really God, or is it just me? The Bible tells us that God communicates with us in various ways, such as through Scripture, prayer, and the still, small voice within us. Some people believe God speaks to them through nature, art, or even music. Others claim to have experienced God's presence through vivid dreams, visions, or incredible coincidences. For some, praying and reading the Bible is a direct line to God's heart. They believe that as they seek Him, He reveals His will and desires for their lives. Others find comfort in the majesty of creation, seeing God's hand in the intricate design of the universe. Personally, I've experienced God's presence in moments of profound silence, when the world seemed to fade away and I was left with an overwhelming sense of peace and clarity. It's as if God was speaking directly to my soul, bypassing my rational mind and touching the deepest parts of my heart. But how do we discern these messages, amidst the noise and distractions of everyday life? How do we know that what we're experiencing is truly God, and not just our own imagination or emotions? One key is to cultivate an attitude of openness, humility, and reflection. As we quiet our minds and listen to our hearts, we become more attuned to God's gentle whispers. We learn to distinguish between our own thoughts and the still, small voice that guides us. It's a process that requires patience, trust, and a willingness to surrender our own agendas and desires. To truly hear God's voice, we must be willing to slow down, to pause, and to listen. We must be open to the unexpected, to the surprises and detours that life throws our way. And we must be willing to seek guidance, to ask for wisdom, and to humbly submit to God's will for our lives. In conclusion, the question of whether God is speaking to us directly is not just a theoretical concept, but a living, breathing reality that requires our participation and openness. As we explore the depths of divine communication, let us remember to listen closely, to seek guidance, and to trust in the gentle whisper of God's presence in our lives. Thanks for joining me on this journey of exploration. If you've had experiences where you felt God speaking to you directly, please share your stories in the comments below. And if you want to dive deeper into spiritual topics, be sure to subscribe for more content on faith, spirituality, and personal growth.